All right. Probably should have done that before I started recording. Well, I also did.
Is that how you started it?
Yeah, I also did that on purpose. I didn't need to do
Nice.
that.
You okay?
Oh, all our viewers are going to be so pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, so look, does anything that happened last time really matter? Not really, because we're going to start the session arriving at the next place. So last time when we played, when the session ended, you arrived at the next place, and that's where we're going to start today.
That's the recap.
The viewers deserve a better recap.
All right. Only 3 of you are on Foundry so far, but I'm gonna pretend you're all here. All right.
Smashy.
I clicked on link it, but I never logged in.
All right. So you guys are supposed to meet Gaialinus in the capital of Hatalo Island, which is the city of Polidrakon. That sits at the very center of the island, as you can see from the map that you can now see because all of you are on Foundry. Approaching the island, you are initially confused about where to dock. The entire edge of the island is a sheer cliff 100 feet high. You spot very large, person-sized crystals poking out from the cliff in various places. When I say crystals, I mean like not quite white, but cloudy clear type crystals. As usual, Farragon knows right where to go. There is a small inlet on the east side of the island, and as your ship turns and enters the inlet, it becomes apparent that the entire inlet, including the depth below you and the sloping ground past the dock, were carved out so that ships could dock here. On arrival, you note that every worker on the dock is a grung, and there is no sign of other students. Grung are frog people. They're typically pretty small. And grung are one of the 2 main races on Delvum. The other main race are the Crystal Dragonborn. Disembarking the ship, you are all approached by a finely dressed grung, and surprisingly, he is 6 feet tall, towering above the other grung, though he is quite thin. Okay. He strolls right over to you, and seeing you all standing there, he says, pleased to meet you, all dear students. Philistodle at your behest. Philandering philanthropist of the Philharmonic's best. Philatelist, philuminist, my collection stamped unmatched. And a fair philologist, I'm easily attached. A lover of most everything, and philosopher of will. Envoy of the Crystal King, but you can call me Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Thank God we can just call you Phil.
It's nice to meet you.
Yes, you're missing an L in there, but I appreciate the effort.
Are you escorting us, or
I suppose so. Which group are you? What's your designation?
what are we going by? 1080D?
I don't
Well,
know. Are you?
that's a
We have
that's
two
a
names. Sorry,
class
sir.
designation. Yeah, I didn't know if they gave you like a forewarning on our name.
I
The
don't.
Mystic Misfits. That's what we go by.
Oh, no, they didn't say anything about that. But 1080D, 1080D is who I was supposed to meet. So it's nice to meet you again. You can call me Phil. That's kind of my thing that I say when I meet people. Um,
Okay.
Why is that?
oh, because of all the Phil stuff.
Who's gonna fill in for you when you're gone?
Nah.
Oh, that's a good one. You, sir, you are an inspiration. You can have inspiration for that.
Sweet.
I have been tasked by Diaphanous to bring you to Polydrakon for your audience with the Crystal King. I am in his employ. I am a bit of a knight. Yes, I'm a knight. And a lord as well. My full name is Lord Knight Banneret Philistotle Xyloboon.
Wow. I'm just gonna call you Bill.
There's his,
Oh, there it is.
Are you like second in command on the island then after the
No,
king?
no, not at all. I'm not a great lord. I'm a lord.
Uh,
Um, I have a carriage waiting for us at the top of the hill. It's going to take us to Polydrakon. It has room for all of you, including your puppy.
Great.
that'd be great.
Excellent, excellent. Well, but if you have any questions, why don't we head up to the carriage and you can ask me on the way. Let's get started. Why don't we?
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys go up this hill. So again, the whole edge of the island has this like 100-foot cliff. So basically, this is a ramp. I don't know what kind of grade makes sense. Like 20 degrees? Is that not steep enough? Who's an engineer here? Does anybody know anything about degrees?
I
No.
know stuff.
What kind of what should the angle of the ramp be?
I don't know.
I feel like 45 is insane.
That's like the highest it gets.
I mean 90 is the highest it gets.
It's
So like a
Hold on.
usable
It's
ramp.
literally
Let me get my
straight up.
compass out.
Yeah, get the compass
How
out.
would
That'll tell you
45 be
degrees.
the highest it gets? You think 50 degrees is less steep than 45?
360.
Okay, 360 is just going straight. That's the flattest it could be.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's like 25 or something. It's not bad, but it is insane considering the fact that they would have had to excavate out like a lot of friggin' dirt to make that work. But apparently they did. You get at the top of this hill, and at the top there is this big ass fucking carriage. It is huge. It is like take a school bus, but it's as wide as it is long.
Oh.
Right? It's fucking big. And it's being pulled by two triceratops walking in single file.
Wow.
All right, everybody in. You can use the ladder or I can extend out the ramp. I don't know how your dog would do on a ladder. Does he need the ramp?
Ramp will probably be good for him. He's not used to ladders.
Okay, so he extends out this like metal what telescoping ramp out from the side so that Silas can get up, and then he pushes it back in and you all get in. And he's the only, there's like no driver or anything, it's just him. It's like you all get in the back and there's like comfy chairs all over the place.
Mm.
And there actually is like a big like bed pillow thing for Silas.
Nice.
And he just like kind of goes up to the front and like snaps some reins, and the Triceratops start walking, and he comes back and he's like, "They'll just keep walking. There's only one road, so they won't go anyplace except where we want them to go.
Awesome.
The dock road heads straight to Polidrakon. If we were coming the other way, I'd have to make sure they wouldn't turn down the Austin Road, but heading this direction, they'll basically walk us right into the city."
How long will it take?
About half a day, so we're gonna get there in the middle of the night, more or less. But the ride should be smooth enough that you could sleep on the way, so no worries there.
I'm sorry, did we ask you if any of the other classes have arrived?
You didn't?
Have they?
Yes, only one
Oh.
of them. The other one is not here yet. So you were the second group in.
Okay.
Who was the first group to arrive?
Hold on, I gotta look up what the. Okay, the one that's not here yet is 1079B. The one that is here is 1079E.
Already there. Which one was which?
So figure that out, won't you?
I've got it written down. 1079E. I had that Zinfandel jerk
Guy who's
guy
from
there.
here.
Yeah. I
Damn.
knew some tricky way to get here.
He like pulls out some papers and kind of looks through them a little bit. And he says, if you don't have any other questions yet, I've got some information that I could give to you as a little bit of background. I know that Hitalo Island is a bit of a mystery to outsiders.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, feel free to interrupt me whenever. I love talking about our society, and I so rarely get to talk to people from outside it. The ruler of Hitalo Island is Diaphanous, of course, the Crystal King. He is an ancient crystal dragon. Though he has the ability to transform into a crystal dragonborn, which he does quite often. He is far older than anyone else on the island. He is a very powerful telepath and is incredibly skilled with magic that involves light. As far as I'm aware, the island has always been inhabited by crystal dragonborn, Grung, and the Draconians. Though a few others have come to live on Hitalo permanently. We tend to limit our interactions with the outside world. With one exception, we freely trade with other nations, which is the purpose of our dock.
Who else has come to live on the island?
The other denizens of Hitalo Island, we have some Satyr, we have some Leonin, and then the Warforged live here.
Warforged? What's that?
Metal people?
Do we know of those people? Are they like a common type of people? I don't recognize it.
They are not, because the only one you've ever met is Welder.
I was gonna say, well, there's the only one that makes sense to us.
So, yeah, we've met one of them before.
Oh, interesting. Most people outside haven't. Yeah, the Warforged are the survivors of Khmer. They came here when their nation crumbled.
Oh.
That's not generally known to the outside world. In fact, I'm not sure that the Academy even knew that.
I don't think they did because we befriended one, and now he's spoken to the people there.
Oh, interesting.
So I think they were surprised to see him.
Yeah, I'm sure they would be. Even here, there are only about 1,000 of them.
That's quite a bit, honestly.
I mean, it's more or less their entire population.
Can we tell he's a friend of ours, actually. Can we tell him about this? Maybe he'll want to come visit. Meet some of his own people.
I wasn't told to keep that a secret, so I suppose you can. The Diaphanous is one of the few, probably in all Delvum, who understands the Chimerian cores and other devices. I'm a bit of an artificer, among other things, but I don't understand the Chimerian devices all that much. Let's see. What else would you be interested in? The people here aren't all that religious. We all believe in the gods, of course, but the only one who is really worshipped here is Sormies, and maybe only 10% of the population does that.
Are there people here that have been given gifts from the gods as far as like abilities or
Oh, yes.
anything like
Yes.
that? Okay.
There just isn't much in the way of
Training and cultivating these powers?
worship, is really what I meant.
Oh.
We definitely have powered individuals.
See.
We just don't send them to the academy.
Where do the people who like Stormies hang out?
Well, I mean, there's a church in Polydrakon,
Hot
but
damn.
I don't know that there's like a club.
You've never been to a church, have you?
I have never been to a church. That's true.
You ever seen a windmill?
I have seen a windmill. Yes, we have those here. We have people
okay.
that are robots too.
Right.
Do they build windmills? Robot windmills?
Well, none of them are farmers. They all live in the city, so I don't think so.
Okay. Cool.
Well, so here's what I can tell you about your purpose here. We have been at war with the Draconians forever, and it has steadily gotten worse since um maybe 3 years ago, the middle of summer, 1080. Their numbers seem infinite, and this is why Diaphanous has decided to join with the Academy, uh, assuming that you are able to help him end the war permanently.
Who are the Draconians, right? That is?
Yeah, the Draconians are a race of dragon people. Uh, they are not dragonborn. They are quite different. Far more animalistic. They all have tails. They all have wings.
And do they live on a certain part of the island, or do they have like a society somewhere?
They live all over. Um, they live all over the island, and so do we, which has made the war quite an interesting one for a very long time.
Are
Do
they
they live
good
underground?
builders?
Sorry.
My question was, are they good builders?
No, not at all. They mostly live in tents.
And what is there any kind of plan for defeating them? Is there like a front or a battle going on, or none of that?
Well, I mean, there's battles all over the place, but Guy would prefer peace than defeating them. That's why the situation has been so complicated for so long. If we had wanted to defeat them, we could have done that a long time ago. Our military is far more powerful.
Was it like a gradual increase in them, or did they just suddenly one day show up?
It did seem kind of sudden.
Do
They
you
were doing their normal bullshit, and all of a sudden, at some point, they attacked, and then they attacked, and then they attacked, and we were forced to kill them and kill them and kill them, and it just kind of hasn't stopped now for 3 years.
Was there anything else that interesting that happened the day that you kind of noticed they're attacking
We didn't notice
the
it
numbers?
any particular day. It was kind of across the
Hmm.
island, but no, we haven't noticed anything else strange happen.
I was just thinking because 3 years ago, something interesting happened in the summer, and I didn't know if it was related.
Well, what would
Talking
that
about
be?
when the sun suddenly went out
Oh, did it?
just randomly for what, like 10 seconds, guys?
Yeah,
Maybe
pretty
less.
short.
Do you know when that was?
I think it was the summer 3 years ago.
Okay.
What
Summer
day it was, you
is a
mean?
90-day month, so I don't know.
Midsummer, the 40s.
Well, I mean that's about the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how that could be related, but
No, I know, but anything is something.
coincidences in Delvum usually mean something. So I guess I wouldn't be surprised, though I don't know
Yeah.
how to make the connection.
It was right after we got to the academy.
It was
Oh, that's right.
on the
You're
way back.
1080D. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We were doing our first training mission.
Mission, yeah. I wonder if that could be connected somehow. I don't know how, though.
Well, perhaps when you talk to Guy he can help you make a connection.
Yeah.
You can keep talking to him, but I want to note, as you've been traveling, you can notice the landscape a little bit. The road itself is made of large stone slabs. That's not unheard of in Delvum. There'd probably be a lot of roads like that in places like Gardinia and Caledonia. But you wouldn't have expected to find any here. Because like my calf doesn't have any. You didn't see any when you were in the Otterway Islands. And like Gardinia and Caledonia are like the like most civilized type of nations that would like spend a lot of time on their roads. Like all the roads in Balaam were like dirt roads. Um the road's really flat, and he's right
Hmm.
that you it's been pretty smooth ride. The consistency of the grass seems normal, meaning that like the health and like the way the grass works here seems normal, but it's tinged a little red. Um which like usually you'd think that just kind of means that it's dry here, but you literally just went through a huge storm, so you can't imagine it's all that dry here, so that's kind of weird. The trees are all thick and old. There doesn't seem to be all that many young trees at all. There are those cloudy crystals peeking out from the ground in a whole bunch of different places, and they range in size from watermelon to humanoid sized. And they they're not clear, they're not white, they're like cloudy. Um And I think the oddest thing that you guys would see is that there are pits of white granules, and you'll spot like one, maybe twice per mile. They're the size of a swimming pool, but they seem natural. And they don't seem to be the same thing as the crystals. Like they look very different. So that's what at this point in the conversation you've already noticed all of that.
So do the uh, Draconians have a leader or anything like that?
Well, we've never thought so. They've seemed I don't want to say tribal because they all work together. But they've always seemed like they just kind of have different units of people who travel together in tents and just kind of bother the shit out of us for no reason. So I mean, we've definitely seen like in battles, like commanders, but we've never been able to figure out if they have like a government.
Do they speak common?
Yes, and Draconic.
Any of us speak Draconic? I don't.
I do.
Oh, there you go.
I do, says the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. So what happens when you talk to them? What they don't answer questions?
So whenever we've sent envoys out to try to talk to them, they kill them.
Oh.
How about capturing them and interrogating them?
They won't talk to us no matter what we do.
Maybe we
When
should
we've
go kill them all.
tried to
Yeah,
use
you really
magic
don't
to
want to
get
kill
them
them
to
all?
talk, they die.
Huh, that's very odd.
We've sent like letters, like literally thrown paper at them. We don't know if they've ever read them. Gylinus has tried very hard for a long time to make peace. He doesn't want to kill them. He wants to make peace. We've given them things.
Is it,
We give them food all the time. They eat it.
Hmm.
And then they try to kill us.
It
do they hit the same places constantly?
seems strange that they
No.
die when you try to use magic to set things up.
It does. A lot of that seems strange that I just said.
Yeah. Hmm.
What's the deal with all those cloudy crystals that we're seeing? What are those?
Those are crystals? I don't understand the question.
Oh, they don't have those in most of the other world.
Oh, really?
They just have like cloudy crystals laying around. No.
Okay. They're not really useful. They're just like shitty rocks for the most part. We use them like in places for construction, but they're not particularly strong. Like we're better off using rocks. It's just part of the landscape, I guess.
How about those pits with those white granules? What are those? Again, not usual in the rest of the world.
He looks at you confused for a second. He's like, "You don't have salt pits?"
Oh, I don't think so. I look to everyone else.
Do
None
we
of
have
you guys
salt pits?
no, none of you guys have ever heard of salt pits before.
No.
It's salt, like what's in the ocean.
Is it delicious?
It's as delicious as salt.
Hmm.
You have salt, right?
Right.
Where do you get it from?
Where do we get salt from?
Oh, well,
Delivered.
yeah, the store.
Yeah, where would like my town get it from, or do we not have salt?
I have no idea. You guys have salt. Where do people get salt from? I don't know.
Ocean.
The ocean.
Yeah,
Salt
maybe.
mine.
These people get it from pits.
Isn't there salt mines here in New York?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that road salt though? That's not eaten salt,
Could
is
be.
it?
I don't know.
Eaten.
I don't know enough. I don't know enough about salt to tell you one way or the other.
Wait, you guys never had a salt bar before? That's the saltiest thing I ever tasted. And I once ate a big heaping bowl of salt.
Oh, yeah. Futurama.
So I
They
mean,
sell
you
those
guys
salt
just
licks for horses. I never tried one
Right.
myself. But
but like imagine just putting yourself in like the position of the characters and everything. Like he is talking about fixtures of the land that are everywhere. Random ass shitty crystals and pits filled with salt. And he's talking about them like they're the most normal fucking like it's like you asked him what's that thing and you were like it's a tree,
Okay.
right? So he is like beside himself right now that you don't know what this stuff is. Meanwhile, you guys on the other hand, if you went to a place that had huge crystals poking out of the ground and pits of salt, you'd be like, what the fuck are those? And you're
Yeah.
confused because this guy is stunned by the question. So that's the situation we find ourselves
Okay.
in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But he's just like, the salt pits. It's where we
Yeah,
get
we
our
don't-
salt.
We don't have those anywhere. Anywhere
Mm-mm.
besides here.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I feel a little more special, don't I?
You should.
I'll have to
Mhm.
figure
Cool.
out if there's some kind of salt-related fill word.
Mm.
you guys sell a lot of salt when you trade?
Not really. We just assumed everybody had salt.
Oh, well,
I mean, you did say you have salt.
Yeah, from the
Mhm.
ocean, I think, though.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of salt in the ocean.
Yeah.
So,
You guys probably have high cholesterol, huh?
I mean, he's a frog. So, he's like, not really.
So yeah. Oh.
Maybe the dragonborn do, but the grung. I mean, I don't really eat a lot of salt. I like bugs.
Oh.
Why are you surprised? I'm a grung. You have grung in other places, right?
No.
Yeah.
There's literally grung in my calf, but Teresa, you are right that Gardenia doesn't.
Yeah, I know grung, but they eat a lot of food.
And I think the only other place in the world where there are grung is my calf.
I hang out with grung all the time. Well, used to anyway.
Are they good builders?
I don't think that's true.
They're really
Grung?
good builders.
We're pretty good.
Yeah.
You ask a lot about building things, friend.
All my questions are going to be windmill related.
Oh, well, hey, all of my hobbies are Phil related. I want to go back to
Okay.
that quick, just so you guys. So his name is Philistotle, right? He
Yeah.
says he's a philandering philanthropist. Philandering means he likes sex. Philanthropist means he likes to give money away. So he said in his actually, I'll just post the thing and you guys can see the words of his little thing that he says. I'll give you a second to love my palm.
did he play an instrument?
He does not.
Huh.
He's a philanthropist of the Philharmonic.
Uh, Collection stamp on map.
Because a
I don't know what-
philatelist collects stamps and a voluminist collects matchbooks.
Okay. I was just gonna ask that.
That's not. I'm so proud of that line. My collection stamped unmatched.
That's good.
Philologist is the study of language or the love of language.
The study of the love of language.
No.
Good one, Travis.
I just love when Travis asks a stupid question and I just say no, and that's it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. Well, why did we do that?
Just so you know about this guy.
Okay.
I want you to fall in love with this frog. One of you is having sex with this guy.
Oh God.
Sounds like she's
She's
volunteering.
volunteered.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna Black Widow him.
Alright,
kill him,
already. Oh God.
steal his stamps.
Aha!
Smashy's character shows up with a whole bunch of fucking stamps. Where'd you get those? Nowhere. Why is there blood on those?
Anybody want some frog legs?
A lot of
What?
correspondence to mail out.
But she's eating his legs. She
This
didn't
is
kill him. She just cut
delicious.
off and cooked his legs.
And still his stamps.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Do you guys have anything more for him before we move on to the city?
Anybody got questions about what we're gonna be doing here?
I don't know if he'll know more about the mission than he's already given us.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's just
Did you take the first group to the city?
No.
Oh.
They had a
How
different
long?
escort.
How long before we arrived did they get here?
About 12 hours or so.
oh. We're gonna have a talk with Farragon after this. 12 hours?
We lost
You lost
23
23
hours. Yeah. They went around the storm, or how they made it
Powered
through?
through, I guess, and maybe just took some damage. They probably went fast the whole time. Anyway, yeah, let's get to the city.
Okay. The next morning, as you crest the hill, you see the city for the first time. And Phil begins what sounds like a practice speech. Polydrakon, the fuck. The Crystal City, home to the Crystal Dragonborn, the Grung, the best hill philharmonic in all Delvum, and Guilinus, the Crystal King. The city is surrounded by a wall 60 feet high. It's not the most imposing wall you've ever seen, but it's unique. The entire wall seems to have been carved from a single enormous cloudy crystal. You can somewhat see through it, but it's hard to make out what's on the other side. Phil explains the wall is actually completely clear from inside the city, like a one-way mirror. You can make out two objects coming over the top of the wall. The highest is a tower near the center, which extends a full 100 feet over the wall. That's part of the Crystal Citadel, the King's Palace. The other looks strange to the characters, but the players would recognize it as the top half of a Ferris wheel, making it 120 feet tall. Reaching the city walls, you find many crystal dragonborn soldiers on guard. They eye you distrustfully, but seeing Phil, they open the doors right away. One of the guards speaks up as you pass through. Did you have any trouble on the road?
Nope.
Okay, good. We're trying to track Draconian activity. Enjoy the city.
Thank you.
Entering the city, there are a few things which you note immediately. The city streets are wider than any city you've been to. This is likely due to the fact that they primarily use triceratops as their beasts of burden, and because there are golems walking about, made of that cloudy white crystal. Regardless, the streets seem quite crowded. You suspect that it's not normally this crowded. The buildings are primarily made of wood. Most buildings in Delvum are actually made of stone or brick, but here, wood. There is virtually no heraldry for the guards. Every now and then you see the colors or symbol of Sormes, but you don't notice any statues of him, and nothing for any of the other gods. Finally, the people. 50 to 60% of them are crystal dragonborn. Most of the rest are grung. There are 3 other types of people. Satyr, which aren't surprising because Zinfandel Shay is a satyr, some Leonin, and then a bunch of the rest are warforged. Phil would be leading you directly to Gaialinus, but you can ask questions as you go. I'm going to put you in the city, and then I'll just start describing what you see as you walk, but you can always chime in to ask Phil something. Okay, can you guys see the map?
No.
Big lake in the center.
Just let me know when you can see it, Travis.
Oh, I could see it. I was lying for some reason.
Interesting. Strange choice to make, but okay. Okay, first, as you entered the city, you could see 10 brick and mortar warehouses with wood shingled roofs built very close to each other. Entering into the city at number 13, you see the roof of this 4-story wooden structure reaches almost as high as the city's outer walls. Circular brick pillars support the building, whose walls are made of painted red wood. Continuing on down the street, you see a smithy, building 12. It's made of standard red bricks. There are a half dozen crystal dragonborn hard at work inside. You head farther down the street, past building 11. This is the general store. It is a 2-story wooden structure painted brown and white with brass fittings here and there. It seems pretty busy, and in the distance past the general store, you can see the Ferris wheel, which is number 10. And I reveal.
Ask him what's the
Go
deal
ahead.
with that. What's that thing?
Well, that's the Ferris wheel of Gear Park.
What's it do?
It spins. It's got seats on it, and you can get in it, and you can rotate around in a circle, and you can get good view over the wall from up there and see for a pretty good distance.
Oh, it's for like soldiers that they can attack the
It's more,
No,
Draconians.
more for fun.
it's like a windmill thing, but like instead of wind, it uses people to power it. Right?
Well, it's powered with Chimerian technology.
Oh,
And windmills work to collect energy, as opposed to the Ferris wheel is powered with energy.
like jeez.
You don't have Ferris wheels in the rest of Delvum?
No.
I think so.
I wouldn't expect, I guess, there to be a lot of them, but it's one of our things. You should use it. Maybe after you finish your mission, but still,
Why is it
it's
called a
pretty
Ferris
fun.
wheel?
It's named after the famous dragonborn Ferris Bueller.
Oh, never
He
heard of him.
skipped school one day to build it.
So he's a genius.
Oh my god.
That's really good. Famous dragonborn Ferris Bueller. Oh, that's funny.
I have my notes.
All right. Continuing on, you get to this lake that's in the center of the city. The lake in the center of the city reflects light unnaturally. When you get closer, it's easy to see why. There is no earth at the bottom of the lake. Instead, the water sits in a huge, rough bowl of crystal, and the crystal reflects a lot of the light back up and out of the pool. There are a decent number of saltwater fish swimming around despite the water seeming fresh.
This like
And
an ocean lake? Is this connected to the ocean or something?
no, it's a lake.
There's saltwater fish in there.
Well, yes, there is.
Are your lakes all salty?
It's not salty. No, it's fresh water.
Oh,
We're missing each other.
but
What?
yeah, but the fish are saltwater fish.
Yes.
No? So how not that I'm a fish expert or something here, but I thought saltwater fish had to stay in salty water and freshwater fish had to stay in freshwater.
Oh, it's magic.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
In fact, none of the fish in the lake need to eat.
what kind of magic is that?
Well, I don't know. But
Did you cast it?
the saltwater fish live in the freshwater lake just fine, and they don't need any food. And the water is always clean. They're like you would imagine it filled with fish poop, but it's not.
They
Look how
don't-
clear it is.
They don't poop?
I think they do, but I think the water like eliminates it.
Do they live forever?
The fish? Well, I've never
Yeah.
followed a fish around for its whole life to know. Like, how would I know? Maybe.
Wow. Seems like
Do you
someone
drink
should
out of
look
the
into
lake?
that.
You can, it's clean. Have a sip.
I don't. I say, maybe another time.
I'll
Yeah,
drink some.
He has some. Oh, you drank
I
some?
would drink some too.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I'm kidding. It's fine. It's very clean. Tastes great.
Just,
You don't get to
yeah,
make
I
it.
may have to
taste
kill this guy if it
bad.
gets me sick. Just auto kills me.
Right, your character dies.
Game over.
Yeah. So anyway,
How'd it taste?
That's the Crystal Lake. Best water you've ever had.
It's
Uh,
pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I still don't
Sure.
understand.
It cures a canker sore that you have.
Huh.
No, I'm kidding. It doesn't do that. You do feel like you
healing
just brushed
potions.
your teeth, though.
Hmm.
Like, your mouth
hate it.
feels clean now.
How far deep can we see in the water?
You can see the whole thing. It is completely clear.
Where's the magic source?
Who are you asking?
I'll ask him.
I don't know.
There's not like what are they called? Chimerian technology
Chimerian?
doing this?
Not that I know of.
So you don't question it. You're just like, it's a magic water. It's the best, and you just move on with your day.
I do. I
Oh,
don't question the salt pits either.
that's a good point. I guess if you're used to it, why would you?
I don't know. It's just clean
Do people
water.
swim in the lake?
I mean, sometimes it's fine. You can. Again, it's always clean. Always.
Well, we could harp on this forever, but I don't think he knows enough to tell us anything.
I don't know that there's anything to know. It's just water. It's delicious.
Yeah, but like this could save entire cities and nations.
How?
Most
Oh, yeah.
places don't have a clear source of water that's 100% clean and fish
Right?
to
But how
eat.
does us having it help them?
Well, if there's technology that we could share around the world,
But I think it's magic.
you think it's magic that can't be replicated?
Well, I think it's just here. I think it's just this pool.
Hmm.
Like, we can't move it. Well, I don't know. You could talk to Guy Linus about it. Maybe he knows more.
Yeah. Usually magic has a source.
That's true. Maybe it has something to do with the crystals.
Maybe. Is there a ley line or what is it called? Is that what it called? Ley line that goes through here?
What's a ley line?
I don't know. I don't really know. Remember what it's called. What was the thing that went through like Lake Silney?
Oh,
What did we call that?
like the lines that we put on the map?
Yeah,
Is
that
that what
like
you're talking about?
yeah, X'd at Silney and then another spot. Wasn't that something to do with magic or something?
Gosh,
Am I crazy? Am I making that up?
I don't remember.
Okay.
No, there's been some. Where's the world map here? Clear regions.
Where's the world map?
Clear regions. Did it disappear again on you guys?
I think it
Yeah,
did. I don't see it.
yeah, I was just trying
What
to
the
find it.
fuck? I know this has happened before too.
Yeah.
There's West Delvum.
It's so weird. I wish I knew why that happens. There, you guys should be able to go there now.
Yep.
The fuck?
Huh,
Oh yeah,
it
there's one
does
going
go
right through here.
directly through it goes directly through the city. Could be related.
Yeah, the Hitalo map shows it too. Down there.
Oh really? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The whole time
Damn
it
it.
was on the screen.
Well no, we were in the city map, so
Yeah, but when you were on I was talking about the landscape and everything.
whatever, Joe. It's just a theory anyway. I don't know.
Uh-huh. It's just funny that you were like, "Isn't there one?" I don't know.
Uh,
Let me
Yeah,
laugh.
that'd be
It's
cool.
it's for me to laugh. Okay. So anyway, you guys could talk about this pool forever. All right. Follow the water. Nothing else to really see until you get to the Crystal Citadel. Surrounded by a 20-foot stone wall, the Citadel is a gorgeous castle with a wide tower at its center, which is 160 feet tall, rising 100 feet higher than the outer walls of the city. The Citadel is made of pristine off-white stone, and the tower and the many smaller towers are capped by copper roofs. It is imposing and gorgeous, rivaling both the most beautiful structures you've ever seen and the most fortified. At the gate, there are 6 crystal dragonborn wearing heavy plate armor and carrying halberds who are guarding the portcullis into the crystal citadel, but the portcullis is open. Seeing Phil, they let you in immediately. Okay. So you guys enter in. You head right into the building. Inside, the hallways are huge, leading you to believe that it must be big enough for Diaphanous in his full dragon form to walk through if he wanted to. And Phil brings you down to the audience hall. Entering the audience hall, you see an immense empty crystal throne at the end of the hall, dragon-sized. For now, Diaphanous is actually there. He's seated in front of the giant throne in a much smaller crystal throne. It's on a dais that is raised only a foot or so, and in front of him is an elaborate rectangular wooden table with seats on either side. On the left, there's 7 individuals seated. And on the right are chairs for you guys.
We recognize any of the 7 individuals?
You don't recognize them, but what I'm going to do is say that on the way, Diaphanous has already told you who was going to, not Diaphanous, Phil told you who was going to be there.
Okay.
So let me share. Where is that stuff? Oh, I never shared this with you guys. I should do that. That's what Phil looks like.
He's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh.
Nice.
I put here that I was going to share a document with the people here, and I'm not finding. Maybe I just didn't do that. So weird. Okay, let me just try one thing here. No, I must just not have made the document, I guess. I wonder what point I convinced myself that I had. Because I really thought that I put together a list of these people for you. I guess I can just paste it into the chat and you guys can. Not there. Okay, well, if I did do it, I don't know where I put it. Okay. So the people, so there's the 7 people, and then there's Diaphanous. So Diaphanous, so this is stuff that Phil would have already told you. Diaphanous runs the entire government of Hitalo. He's the king and the sole government official. Everyone else in the government are ministers and administrators who work for him directly. There is no other chain of command except for what exists within the military. So there's basically, in this government, there's the boss, and then there's everybody else, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay. I just pasted that for you guys. The military is headed by High Lord and Knight Commander Dices Gray. He is seated closest to Gaialinus and is a late middle-aged crystal dragonborn covered in scars and blind in one eye. He wears an eye patch. The Knight Commander reports to Gaialinus directly, but other than that, he is in charge of all military affairs. And Gaialinus has appointed 5 High Lords. Dices Gray is one of them. They work as a council of advisors to him. They have no additional authority, but they have a responsibility to get together and present advice to Gaialinus. So Dices Gray is one of those 5. So being a High Lord does not give them any, again, governmental power. They are just advisors, period. But Dices Gray, in addition to being in charge of the military, is one of those things as well. High Lord Prolificus is a Warforged, and he also runs what's called the Forge Works. High Lord Lutz Reinfleisch is an old grung. He's a farmer and cattle rancher. He's not the best, nor the richest, nor the smartest, but he's wise, and Gaialinus has trusted him for a long time. High Lord Walter Zauber is a very old male crystal dragonborn, and he is the most powerful wizard in all Hatalo. He is responsible for what Phil called Polydrakon's shield mythal, but he didn't elaborate on what that is. So 1, 2, 3, that's 4. The last one is High Lord Radibor Batataran. He is a middle-aged male crystal dragonborn. He is an administrator, which means he works for Gaialinus, but he doesn't have any more authority than any other administrator. Just another person that works in the government. There's 2 other people on that side of the table, so they are not High Lords. The first is Lord Ermentrude Oberleutnant. That is a younger female crystal dragonborn. She's a wizard and is Walter's protege. And Lord Adelheid Kunschafter is a middle-aged female dragonborn, and she is Gaialinus' spy master. She's not in the military, so she's technically an administrator, the same as Radibor. I know there's a lot of names there. This is why I wanted to give you guys a document.
Where's the document?
I can do that.
Which one of these is good with windmills? Smart guy or the race that builds windmills?
So when you walk into the room, is this like what you fucking say?
This is what I think. This is what I think.
What you think? Okay. Make, I think, an intelligence check.
I know how to do that.
Okay. I'm putting all of that text into a document. I will configure ownership, observer to everybody, and then show the. So everything I just paged, everything I just pasted in chat is in that document. 15. If you had to guess who would be the best at building a windmill, would be the robot who runs a thing called the Forge Works. Not the farmer, not the wizard, not the soldier, not the spy. I think Chris could have figured this out without needing to do this to me. But whatever. Okay. Done a lot of talking. I got to finish this up. Lords in Hitalo are not the same thing as English lords. Guilellinus awards the title of lord to people whom he thinks deserves it, and it is merely an honor. You get no money, no land, no authority for being a lord. You can't pass it down to your children, and your spouse does not become a lord when you get married. Guilellinus can also take it away. But anyone in Hitalo who is a lord is therefore known to have explicitly gained Guilellinus' favor. And then meanwhile, the 5 High Lords are his actual advisors. And then your side of the table is the 5 of you, Phil, and then there's a set of dog dishes with clean water for Silas and a bone-in hunk of meat.
Wow. Is it our cue to speak?
Well, when you like get close to the table, he says, "Welcome, students. Welcome to Polidrakon. Welcome to Hitalo Island."
Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you for having us. I'm Nelios.
Oh, I've already been advised on who all of you are. I hope that Phil has explained who all the other people are in the room.
Yeah,
He
Phil is
filled us
great.
in.
Yeah.
He filled us
Oh,
in.
hey, all right. You are an
You can have
inspiration, sir. You can have inspiration, Chris. Well,
Oh.
now that we've gone through introductions, we just did it. You're all witnesses to it. Let's get right to business.
All right.
Before I explain your mission, do you have any questions about the situation, our lands, any of that, or do you want me to get right into the explanations?
I'll look at everyone. Windmill?
No.
No? Okay. No windmill.
No, I think Phil did a great job.
Mhm.
I hope he gave you an ear, Phil. That's horrible. Okay. As you probably know, the war with the Draconians has been going on for as long as Hitalo has existed. It's gone through a wide range of intensities, and sometimes there would barely be any fighting at all for an entire generation. All this time, I have tried to make peace with them. I have given them plentiful gift. I've made sure they've always had prosperous land. I've never attacked them maliciously or in revenge, though we have had to make strikes for rescues or justice or to prevent worse casualties. They simply refuse to make peace. Recently, about 3 years ago, the ferocity of their attacks increased. It's not that they're better fighters, it's that their numbers have seemed endless. They constantly attack, regardless of their own losses. We have been pushed to offer to join Diaphanous Academy, against my better judgment, because I otherwise fear that eventually all my people will die. Hitalo Island consists of the capital, along with 2 towns, Einfell and Grinvale, and 5 fortified outposts that we call the towers. We use them as operations centers for troop deployment as needed. Unfortunately, we haven't heard from Drahen Tower, Weichen Tower, or Halperig Tower in about a month. No one we've sent to investigate has returned. The other 2 towers are Dark Tower and Austin Tower. They and the 2 towns seem to be fine. The mission for all 3 groups of students is the same. Obtain the location of the Draconian leadership, then travel there and figure out how to end the war. I would rather peace than anything, and I have specifically refrained from killing too many Draconians. But it's getting harder, and they won't tell us what they want. Do you have any questions?
Are we able to decide which tower we head to, or are we being assigned a tower?
You can go wherever you want. I will tell you the team that got here before you did head toward Drahen Tower.
And then Dark Tower and Austin Tower were both fine.
Yeah. So if everybody's looking at the map, starting on the top right, Einfell and Dark Tower appear to be fine. Austin Tower appears to be fine. You know the docks are fine because you were just there. And Grinvale appears to be fine. But Hulprig, Weichen, and Drahen, they haven't heard from in a month.
Okay.
I can't see the map for some reason. They're also on the wrong map or something.
They're there, or
Try
maybe
I'm gonna try
do that.
refreshing. Yeah.
So
Try to refresh.
I had asked Phil a little bit. Maybe you remember around the time that the what are they called? Drake blinking.
Draconians.
Draconians. Around the time the Draconians started attacking, the sun was blotted out for a period of time. Did you happen to notice that as well?
I didn't see it myself, but I was informed that it has happened.
Okay.
And the Lutz, the cattle rancher, the Grung cattle rancher, speaks up and says, "I saw it. I was out in my fields."
Lutz, do you remember if that was around when word of the attacks started?
It was. The attack started maybe 2 weeks after that.
Interesting.
I thought it was odd, but odd things seem to be pretty normal.
And
that wasn't just Joe. That made no fucking sense what he just said. Odd things are normal. What the fuck?
yeah. I wanted to ask about the lake here in the city. How long has that been magical, or has it always been magical as far as you know?
It always has been that way.
Let's see. Is that the
Yes.
only anomaly on this island, or is there other?
No, I
things
wouldn't say that it's the only anomaly, but it is special in that it's at the intersection of two ley lines.
That's what I thought.
Wait a second. Where's the other ley line?
We don't know.
Which direction does it run?
He knows where it is.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, do we have a map we can have him?
Yeah, I can write it on here. Just a second. And I can add it to the actual map later. Can you guys see that?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
yep.
Yeah.
There it is. Yep.
It's like that.
Okay. Wonder if there's more intersections that have been created up north that we don't know about.
Well, I will add it to both the Hitalo map and the world map for next session.
Okay. That doesn't really help us with our current problem, but it is interesting.
But it's certainly interesting learning about where more of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
I
the
think
other
I do think that the intersection of the ley lines is probably what caused it at some point.
That's nice. You have a beautiful city.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Are we on our way? Is there anything else we should know?
This is the time for you to ask questions. I've given you the mission.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody got anything?
Is there anything magical at Whitechin Tower? The anomaly there?
Well, there are magical things, but no anomalies. If there were something important that I should be telling you, I would tell you. There's nothing about Hitalo that should cause you any problems, other than the hundreds of thousands of draconians who will try to kill you.
Hundreds of thousands. Jeez.
There's a lot. And they don't
Is-
stop.
How do you usually travel? Walk, or do you take these carts with?
I'm a dragon.
Well, I mean, for those people that aren't dragons here,
Well, we have carts. We Triceratops pull them.
do they attack the Triceratops?
They
According-
attack if their forces believe they're strong enough to take out whatever's traveling the road. We're generally much better fighters than them. Better armed, better trained, smarter, more handsome.
What do
Is
they
there
usually
anything-
use? Sorry, go ahead.
Is there anything different about the 3 towers that you haven't heard from compared to the other 2?
No, the 5 of them are all pretty identical. They were constructed about the same time. Again, just to assist us with troop deployment, we because other than the 2 towns, there are other smaller settlements across Hitalo Island, and if any of them ever came under threat, we wanted to have places that could deploy troops to aid that were spread out a little bit more.
Okay.
So is it that Dark Tower and Austin Tower aren't getting attacked, or are they just fending them off and able to communicate back?
Oh,
to your city?
they've been attacked.
Okay, you're just hearing back from them.
Yeah, we just haven't heard anything from
Gotcha.
the other 3 in a month. And normally we hear something every week.
And
Yeah,
is Grinville getting attacked more than usual
Yes.
past month? Okay,
Well, in the past 3 years, yes.
Grinville's the worst spot as far as the 3 main towns.
No, every place is being attacked pretty consistently.
Oh, okay.
And have the people that have gone to the towers, are they flown there or walked there, or
You're going to need to be more specific.
uh,
You mean like messengers traveling back and forth? Are they taking carts or flying? So you're asking?
yeah, how do you usually communicate? Yeah,
Pigeons.
people.
People
Huh.
on the road, yes, they travel back and forth.
I didn't
I'm
know if you had
assuming
people
carts.
beside yourself that could fly and were like flying out there, and then you hadn't heard back from them.
We could. It's still a risk that they would kill whoever's flying. Draconians have wings,
Stupid.
so flying
dragon-
is not safer at all.
Dragonborns can't fly as often as they would need to get there,
Yeah, they don't have
unless there are
wings.
unless there are all other dragons. So the only people flying in this town are, I don't even know, dragons. Are you the only dragon in this town?
Yes, I'm the only dragon on Hitalo, yes.
Yeah. See.
If we
What
resolve,
is it? Go ahead.
if we resolve this peacefully, will we get a bonus?
Yes. Undoubtedly, you will.
So does peacefully mean we don't kill anyone, or we?
I find it hard to imagine you're going to be able to carry out this mission without killing anyone.
We're probably gonna
What?
have to kill someone.
But like coming to an agreement with their leader is meaning peaceful, not having to kill their leader.
Yes,
That's the main thing. Okay.
not to be smart about this, but negotiating peace is more peaceful than genocide, yes.
Or
Oh,
we could
yeah.
kill the leader and become the leaders. and
Understand
then-
that I have literally been at war with the Draconians for more than 1,000 years. I have spent that entire time trying to negotiate peace with them and consistently giving them gifts, leaving them great land for them to use, giving them supplies, food, clothes. I have done everything I could for hundreds of years to try to make peace with these people. And all they want to do is kill us. And they don't want to talk or negotiate at all. But I consider all of Fatalo Island to be my domain. I consider them to be my people. I want peace with them. So
Classic.
if you can negotiate peace with them, that would be absolutely preferred. But if the only way to do it is to completely eliminate them, then that's the only way to do it at this point. Because since their attacks are non-stop, this has to finally end.
Now, in your hundreds of years of living here, do you know where, like, how they live? Do they live in cities, towns,
They
underground?
live in tents.
Tents. Okay, just out in the fields and
They move around for the most part,
okay.
which
What do
is
they usually
annoying
attack?
because I've left them fertile land so they could grow crops and they don't care.
But they don't go near. They don't habitat near lakes or hills or mountains or anything like that. It's kind of random.
Well, we only have, two major lakes. We have much
Right.
smaller ones. They don't stay around them. Even though it's not on the map, there's plenty of like small lakes and ponds and rivers and everything like you would normally have any place. But no, they don't really have any settlements, at least none that he knows of.
I heard that they love windmills. Have you tried making a windmill?
I don't know. I haven't tried that. Where
You should
did you
make
hear
lots of
that?
them. It's an urban legend.
Okay, make a deception check.
Uh,
It said he was telepathic.
Baruch, this is not a joking situation. Thank you.
What do they usually use to attack? Are they just using claws and biting and stuff? They have weapons.
They have weapons. They are people. As far as I'm concerned, they're mortals. They have weapons, they have armor, they have magic. I understand that you're quite powerful, but if you come up against one of their armies, they will absolutely overwhelm you. I recommend trying to avoid large groups of troops.
Makes sense.
The general the general speaks up, and again that is High Lord and Knight Commander Dices Gray, who says, "We've had High Lord Prolificus put together some devices for you that will allow you to call aid should you need it. We have each contributed in a small way to these devices. Just understand that you will only be able to use each of them once. And the Warforged High Lord Prolificus kind of comes over the table, and I'm going to add to the Mystic Misfits inventory, which currently has 3 Plesiosaurus heads in it. 6 crystal marbles. You guys can take a look at those while I go pee. You can open them, right? If you click on them.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna go pee. I'm
What
wearing my
more to
headset,
say?
so you can talk to me.
I hope he mutes himself. Do the
Somebody have
marbles
some.
say
Sorry.
anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. These different stuff.
Does anybody have slingshot proficiency?
No.
Is it just simple
I
weapon
assume.
proficiency?
I assume at least Daphne and I can use it. Does
Simple weapon I have.
anybody have a slingshot?
I feel like I have a slingshot. Let me look. Hold on.
My cat's on my mouse, so I don't want to touch it.
Well, you can just be thrown anyway. That first. Are you looking at the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if we went a little longer.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Or maybe fired, not has to be fired. So I guess we could just toss it.
No, I guess I don't have one.
What do they do?
One summons the spy master, arrives for 10 minutes. She can help get past an obstacle or help obtain information. Another one, High Lord and Knight Commander Diaphanous Gray and a company of Crystal Dragonborn riding Crystal Drakes with lances will arrive for 10 minutes, good for all-out combat.
What the robot
Another
guy?
one, robot guy? Which one's robot?
What's his name? Golem?
He's the forge master,
Chimerian
forger.
Golem, yeah. Clockwork Chimerian Golem bolstered with crystals will appear for 1 minute. It is huge, strong, loud, and very, very slow. After 1 minute, or when it reaches 0 health, it'll explode in a 30-foot radius sphere.
Damn.
Excuse me.
We can, this is demolition. We can blow up like an entrance or something.
None of them build windmills, huh?
Well, this is just the marble. I mean, I'm sure we can just build one. I don't know that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have to
sure.
do that.
There's probably some kind of contractor in the city we could talk to after this. I don't even remember why you need to build one.
Stormy wants me to.
Or we just asked you to build a windmill here.
Yeah, he gives me good stuff.
There's
You should
already
check out the
windmills
temple.
here. I don't understand why he cares
He
about
needs,
having
needs one more.
Check out the church here, and then maybe they can help you. And you just say you had a divine.
The blacksmith place was made out of bricks, where no one else, everything else made out of wood.
Okay,
That's a clue.
is it?
Ooh.
Could be.
Gaia
What do you think?
Linus Marble.
What's that?
On impact, Gaia Linus will appear for 1 round to a strafing run with a 90-foot cone of radiant breath.
Wow.
We shouldn't just let them all go at once.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You just use them all right now.
Where do you guys think the leader is? Is he in the Dark Lake in the Dark Tower? It's very dark.
I don't
Dark
think
Tower's
so.
fine still.
Wasn't it the 3 northern ones?
No,
Okay. No.
it's mostly the west, and south one. Well,
It was
yeah,
what? It
west.
was Wyken, Drahan, and it's Holberg.
Holberg. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, south, southwest, and northwest.
Yeah.
I figure we should go to Grinvale's first, see what that situation's like, and then decide which tower to go through down there. Since the other group's already going to Drahan.
I like that idea because maybe they need a windmill.
Maybe. I think you should stop by the church, though. Probably. They might be able to help you.
What if the leader is in this room?
Are we discussing this openly in the room with everyone staring at us?
No, we shouldn't do that.
No. Well, you said in this room, so maybe think that they're all just staring at us, talking. Anyway. I don't really know how to find this information we need.
He says maybe it's someone in this room, and you go, "Are we
No.
talking about it in this room?" And he goes, "No."
I message him no.
Does anybody have like an idea of how we can find, like, if they're all over the island? Obviously, we check the towers, but if they're all over the island, how is any of that going to give us a clue on where their leader could be? Do we have a tactic? Do we want to capture one? It sounds like they're like crazy and won't talk to anybody. And he's been fighting them for hundreds of years. You'd think that he could talk to one of them at some point, if that were possible.
We
Can
just
Maybe
follow
they'll
charm them?
talk to us and not them.
I doubt that. Do you have a way to charm them into talking to us?
Yes.
Do?
Yeah, we got some stuff.
Like, I have like called Zone of Truth, but I'm not sure that'll actually make them talk. It'll just make them talk or make them tell the truth if they talk.
Yeah, scroll dominate person. What does that do?
Yeah, maybe we dominate person and then make them tell us where their leader is.
Yeah, but they said anytime they use magic, they just die.
Anytime we use magic on them, they'll just die.
To
What do
like
call that?
interrogate them. Yeah, that's what Phil told us.
He said they interrogate them and they just die immediately.
Yes,
I
I
remember
wrote
that.
somewhere here. Just a sec. I'm going to type it out. Oh, there it is. Yeah. If they try to interrogate Draconians, they either don't talk, or if they try magic, they die.
You kind of cut out when they try magic, they die.
Yeah, like try interrogating them with magic to make them talk. That's what
It's easy to
said.
kill him, I guess, huh? What's your
Yeah,
name?
I could just
No one else heard that? Did I make that up in my own mind here?
We just zone of truth them all, and they'll all die.
right. Just
Joe? Am I wrong?
Are you wrong? No.
Thank you.
okay. So we'll just use Zone of Truth,
I don't know if
15-foot
works that way.
sphere, and it'll just instantly kill them all.
Well, you guys try that. I think I'll hang back at the city, and then I'll message you when you're done. I'm sure you'll be alive and well.
Yeah. No, we don't want to kill them anyway, so it would be pointless.
Oh shit! They all passed the save. Run!
Yeah, that too.
You're a dragon that likes to kill things. What do you want?
What do I want to do?
You wanted to kill things, right? That's your deal?
Yeah, I would like to just kill them, but there's a lot of them. It would take a long time.
You guys just kill the entire civilization. Welcome to
I just don't
session
think it's-
53 of
I
you
don't-
guys committing genocide.
Yeah.
What if we make them think that they killed everyone and they won?
I'm sure that'll be easy.
Then they'll have to stop.
then they'll have to stop.
You've killed us all.
You won.
Stop. You've won.
Congratulations.
We're all dead. You did it.
Ugh.
This is a classic Middle East situation.
No, it's not. That's not.
Yes, it is.
This has nothing to do with the Middle East.
We gotta find the oil. That's all.
No,
If we find the oil, then we can leave.
there is no hidden
Maybe-
allegory here.
Maybe the Draconian are really religious and mad about the Dragonborn not being religious.
Yeah.
Maybe. You don't know. I mean, you're kind of joking, but you don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Who would this god be? What kind of god makes sense if a god is causing all of this? Or a titan?
It would have to be one of the Titans, I think.
Well, we don't know that all the gods are good, remember? It kind of seems like maybe there are some pieces of shit gods.
Hmm.
I mean, Fengari's a titan and he's kind of a good guy. Wasn't there a couple? Like Stephanie, wasn't she supposed to be good?
Yes. Who are the 6 that are maybe alive? Hekro, Titan of Necromancy. Kalak, Titan of Murder. Oh, there we go.
Could be. I mean, they just want to kill, right? So maybe Kalik is the perpetrator?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyone else makes sense? Do we know if he's dead, though? Because then it's pointless.
It's questionable. We don't know if he's dead or alive.
Okay.
There's Limius, the whale.
Yeah, but probably not him.
Ichia, we got that.
We got that.
Capsalon.
Capsalon's dead.
We already did that kind of thing.
What about Quantillion and Tillion? Are they dead?
Killed by Gulvir and Garomon.
Okay. As far as Titans go, I feel like Kalik, or however you say his name, makes the most sense.
This dragon is light. You're a dark energy god.
Well, I guess I don't know what the type of magic they are, but the deep dragon of Mycath is like a underdark type dragon. So I figured darkness makes sense for him, but I doubt he's over here too doing this. I mean, maybe there's kind of, I mean, maybe it's similar. Maybe the caves reach all the way over here underground, under the ocean, and it's just I can never remember their fucking name. Draconian.
Draconians.
Draconian. Thank you.
What about Daphne? Does Daphne know?
Yeah, maybe she knows.
You know what?
What's going on here?
Hmm.
What do we do?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I think we start by going to Grinvale. Maybe something will tee us off.
Well, actually, the first thing you guys can do after you leave, is the city itself. Because I don't know if there's anything you guys want to do here before you leave. But I'm going to make the 2 stores you passed visible now if you wanted to go to either of those stores. So there's little shops. No, over there, and there's all the other places you haven't been to yet. So I figured we'd spend the rest of this session in town.
All right. You want to try the church, Baruch?
Sure, church and blacksmith.
Okay, you
Okay.
ask around about the church and determine that location 7 is the Sormies Temple.
All right, start there, guys.
Might as well.
Sure.
Do you want us to move us?
You can, yeah. Just gonna move 2 hours for the time. Okay. This is one of the smallest, simplest temples you've ever seen. And definitely the smallest Sormies temple you've ever seen. There are no statues, no busts, no paintings, or any of the normal paraphernalia of worship you normally see. Instead, 4 flags fly above this 1-story wooden structure bearing Sormies' color, red and white, and above the thick double doors, there is a steel shield painted gold and white with Sormies' symbol in the center, which is a stack of bricks. And that's it.
Knock knock.
You knock from inside, you hear, "Oh, come on in."
Let's go in, guys.
All right.
In we go.
Okay. Yeah, you
Sure.
guys head in. God, that door sucks. And you guys go in and you see a female Leonin, which is a lion person. And she says, "Oh, well, hello there. You're not from Hitalo. Hello.
Hello. No, we're not.
Well, welcome to the Sormies Temple of Polidrakon. Are you here to worship?"
He is.
Absolutely.
So basically this has 2 pews on the left, 2 pews on the right, and then like a little stage at the end with a lectern. And then behind that another one of those painted shields. He said, "Well, did you want me to give a sermon, or are you just here to pray?"
I kind of just want to ask you some questions about stuff since we're so
Oh, sure. I
tied
would love
to
to tell you
Sormies.
all. I'll tell you all about Sormies. What do you want to know?
Why does he want me to build a windmill here?
The hell are you talking about?
He can't. He told me to come here and build a windmill somewhere on this island.
He talked to you?
He does it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He has never talked to me before.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Why would he want to build a windmill? Well, he is the god of civilization, after all. Does he want you to build a town?
No, just the windmill.
What? What good is
Yeah.
that? Are you gonna start a farm?
I don't. I don't. I don't know what it leads to.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He doesn't do things for no reason, so there is a reason. You just don't know what it is, I suppose. Again, he's the god of civilization, so if he wants a windmill, then he must want more to be built around it.
Is he directing us to go to a farm to fulfill some kind of destiny?
It's unlikely.
You just want the windmill?
He wants you to build something. So why would he want you to go to a farm?
Where do you put windmills? I'm not a real windmill expert. I'm a bird man.
Normally you would build a windmill where you want to convert wind into mechanical energy.
You should know where there's like higher wind areas. You're a bird.
He lives here.
I mean, I guess that's true, but
Well, most of Hitalo Island is pretty flat, except for the Grun Hills. So I'm assuming, I mean, I don't know anything about weather patterns, but I would assume the Grun Hills, being the highest point, have the most wind.
Grun Hills. That's to the south of here. Hmm.
Again, I don't know anything about your quest, but I'm absolutely happy to help.
Windmill. You're gonna help me build a windmill?
You say Sormies asked you to do it?
Yeah, the man himself.
Make a persuasion check.
Hmm. Wait. Inspiration. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I will help you build a windmill. let
Ah,
me
there you go.
get some people. Can you meet me back here in like 4 hours?
yeah.
Okay, I'll get a team together.
Wait,
Are you
wait a
gonna?
sec. Where are you guys? Where
Huh?
are you guys
What?
going to build this windmill, Farouk?
On the
Once you get
island.
attacked? Well, aren't there roving armies of draconians?
We got marbles. We're good.
Using my marvels for this windmill.
Once we build the windmill, we can do anything we want.
Suppose we could do anything we want now, but we have a mission to do, and I don't want to waste our marbles on a windmill or get you and these people killed in the meantime.
Maybe Stormies can help us.
why don't we worry about this when we're done with our mission? Maybe we
Yeah,
can come back here.
yeah.
Well, there's no wind after this mission.
Well, then the windmill's pointless if we build it now.
Oh no, we killed the god of wind. There's no wind anymore.
Whoops.
You can't say there's no like a 0% chance that Stormies is trying to guide us into the right direction.
You
By
think
having us
this is a
build
clue?
a windmill? Yes, possible. Not
Maybe.
zero.
You know,
Can he-
I'm not saying anything either way, but I really appreciate that Chris is making this connection in his head.
This is all I have to go off of.
You say that, but you're probably tricking us into now also believing it, and then we're gonna do it, and it's gonna mean nothing.
That's called faith.
I went an entire campaign with Chris just causing chaos, and now
I know.
his chaos is completely directed at following the leads I'm giving him. I'm allowed to enjoy that.
You're allowed. It's just that.
I couldn't help myself. I had to say something. This is exciting for me.
Okay. Fuck it. Are we gonna build this windmill or not?
That's right.
Well,
Woo!
I thought you said you were going to wait until after the mission.
Yeah, I think we should wait.
Well, now it's a fucking clue for the specific mission. What if it saves us a bunch of time by building it?
Why is it a clue for the? I didn't say that.
You said it. You did.
Mm.
You said that Sommers wanted us to build it because it was going to be a clue for this mission.
100%.
You fucker.
All right, 2-1.
Yeah.
What do the
Good
girls
one.
think?
Jeez, I mean, I guess we're building a windmill.
Hey.
3. That's 3.
Aw, I think Daphne still gets to vote.
I think windmill.
Hey.
Awesome.
All right.
think windmill. Fuck you,
Let's build this
Travis.
fucker.
Oh wait, no, Ryan's the one that voted against it.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean anti-windmill.
Fuck you,
Okay,
Travis.
well,
You're tilting at windmills, I say, Baruch. Tilting at windmills.
How many do we have to build?
I will say, until this, you didn't actually have a plan. So I mean, at least you have a plan now.
And let's see what
Even
the
if that
windmill
plan
does.
makes no sense. All right, we have to go figure out where the leadership of the enemy army is. Let's go build a windmill.
Hey, gods are doing mysterious things all the time.
This
Exactly.
I've heard of this type of thing. It's Trojan horse. They'll think
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
being innocuous and let
All
their
right.
guard down, and then we can kill them all.
New turn of phrase. It's not like it's a Hitalan windmill.
Well, there are other windmills in this place though, yeah? Like there's
Yes.
already windmills?
Yes. We know what windmills are.
Do you know if there's one that should be built that would make sense? Is there a spot that makes sense?
I would assume there is, but I am a
Who should we
priest.
ask? Yeah, who should we ask? Like the blacksmith? Who builds them? Is there a
We
is
don't
there a
have any windmills
contractor?
in the city. Well, no, these would be things built by farmers.
Okay, where are the farmers at? The
All
farms?
over. Yes, the farms.
Let's go to a farm, guys. Guys?
Hmm.
No?
Look,
Guys,
just
getting people together.
meet me back here in 4 hours or later. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but in 4 hours, I will have a team and wood.
Perfect.
This is so exciting. I haven't left the city in like 5 years.
Probably a reason for that, right?
What?
Well, maybe we're supposed to get her out. Maybe this is part of the thing.
Why haven't you left the city in so long?
Well, because I am one of the few priests of the only god worshipped on all of this island, and the god is the god of civilization, and this is the only city on the island.
There's towns. Don't count.
Yes, they count as civilization. Yes, I just mean I don't have much reason to ever leave. Why would I go to the other town? I'm the only priest in this entire city. If I leave, there's no priest.
And you get killed by roving bands of draconians.
Well, maybe, but people don't usually travel alone because of the roving bands of draconians.
All right. Well, we'll meet you in 4 hours.
Sounds great. Bye.
See ya.
As she runs off, you realize no one asked her.
That's her
The
name.
woman?
Yeah, you have no idea who that is.
Oh,
That's alright. She won't be alive for long.
jeez.
When all these people die, we can take their stuff.
I don't want their stuff.
We should just wait for our other teams to die and then take their stuff.
He was like got tricked into this windmill plan.
Even if you vote against it, it was 4-1.
I know. But I would hate for it to work and have it be like the key to the whole thing, and then we have wasted all that time before that.
You forgot all about that hint about you giving me $20.
Oh,
Wouldn't you hate if that was the key and you didn't do it?
fuck, he's right.
I'm gonna
All right,
PayPal you.
You should check some of these other places. Do you want to go to the blacksmith or anything? You don't need to go there now, right?
I guess not. We got materials.
Yeah, she's got wood.
Oh, you know what? When you guys came here, you passed a few more places, so I can give you those too off the map. You passed 4 and 1.
Eric's.
You should find that place where that guy lives.
As a
That's
store.
on the other team, and then trash his house.
See, this is what Chris is normally like, guys.
Right.
In the name of God.
I think that's a better idea than a windmill.
Go. Like, I've got this whole thing, a whole city, and the one thing Chris wants to do is go to some guy's house and trash it.
Well, actually, it's not a bad idea maybe to go to his house. Maybe there's evidence of his spying there, that he's a traitor. He never thought we'd check his house out on his hometown.
He could be the traitor. We haven't narrowed it down, right? Although it's
I don't
clearly
know where we
cat
find out
chlamydia.
where he lives.
It's clearly cat chlamydia.
Who's asking around? You got his
Just
name,
ask
right?
around.
Yeah, what's his name?
So-
Zinfandel?
yeah,
Zinfandel.
Zinfandel Shay. I don't think we know where he's from. Like particularly on the island, I mean.
It's a small island. It's only one city here.
Yeah, it's
Well,
two
there's those
towns.
towns.
2 towns, 1 city.
There's the port too. That kind of counts.
What's his
And
race
there's
again?
and I said there's other small settlements too because there's other
Tar.
farms and stuff.
What'd you say, Brian?
His race, Satar. Satar, am I saying it right?
Satyr?
Satyr. Satyr.
He's a
Yeah.
satyr. There aren't that many satyrs.
Yeah, I guess we could ask if people know of a satyr named Zinfandel Shay that has magical abilities. That should be fairly obvious to some. Could be that many satyrs that have god powers.
What do you think 2, 3, and 5 are?
You think one of those is his house?
One of them's got to be an inn or something, or a bar.
Probably.
And if no one's there under the guise of an investigation, we can trash it.
Yeah, we gotta investigate thoroughly.
You want to just check out from these places, just go around?
Sure. We only got 4 hours.
Yeah, where do you want to start?
Okay.
You want to start 5?
Yeah, it's 5.
All right, let's 5.
5 is Furman's animal training.
Ooh.
Oh,
Boo.
Let's check that out. I'm going inside with Silas.
Okay. There is a male satyr who runs this place. His name is Furman Pifford, and there is a store on the map.
Okay. Ooh. Wish I had any money whatsoever.
The other thing that he offers is he is able to train wild animals to work as trained mounts, but it takes 90 days and 1,000 gold.
mm.
Expensive.
Huh? Everybody finds an animal on this trip and has 1,000 gold.
And the guy in the picture is Furman.
Okay. Yarrow has a mount, right? Or no? Your bugbear is not a mount?
He's a pet,
Just a pet, okay.
I believe. Yeah.
So you just have the
Gotta
collar
pull him up.
or
Yeah, he
something?
can wear a couple other things. I gotta pull him up.
The mount charms still work on his collar,
Oh, okay.
but he is not a mount. He
Yeah,
uses
he has a
pet
pet
collar
collar right
instead,
now.
but yeah.
Yeah, I think the claws I can put on them, and then the
You
mount
can have 4
charms.
charms.
Yeah, I have mount charm attack already.
See.
I think you can only do like one of each kind, as I recall from last time I read it. Exotic saddle.
You can have 4 charms at a time. They take 1 hour before they're effective. Each one, only one type of each charm. But you can do 2 movement charms.
Are those shields just like for people? Or are those like
Yeah,
animal
those are
shields?
regular,
Oh,
regular
okay.
shields.
Animal shields.
Yeah, they have shields and they have lances here.
Can you put claws on your bugbear?
It's an owlbear. A
Uh,
bugbear is a person.
That's right.
yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, you can.
My wolf has silver.
Yeah.
They're all +2 when they do something special.
Yeah. Yeah, I
+2
think I
attack roll.
particularly the Dynium ones that were good. Yeah, it makes his claw attacks magical.
I like the crit one. That was kind of cool.
Which one's that?
The first one, adamantite.
That's just objects, though.
No, on all crits you get the
Oh,
+1.
yeah. Plus 1d6 on crits, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any money right now. Maybe later.
Don't forget about this place after you get some rewards.
Yeah, Silas might be good for the Runite one since he's a water pup now.
Alright.
All right, next place.
Yep.
Want to go to the barracks?
Well, there's not a lot to say about the barracks.
Okay.
This is just the military barracks, where the army is. 2 is the prison.
Ooh.
All right, good to know. Just in case Brooke gets arrested
Going to
for
jail. Yeah.
Is
going
there
to
a
the
yard?
store
Are there
and going behind
prisoners
someone's
in the
counter.
yard?
No, there's no prisoners in a yard. It's indoor only. 3 is the Scorched Bark Tavern. This is a well-maintained building painted light blue with a brick foundation. The roof is made of clay shingle.
We don't have time for a bar right now.
We gotta ask about the guy.
What guy?
The guy we gotta trash his house.
Okay, so you can do
Zinfandel?
that. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay, you go in. There are, what time of the day is it? 11 o'clock. Yeah, there's people in here eating. And there is a regular sized male grung. Looks like he's standing on a stool or something behind the bar.
I'll ask him if he knows where any. I'm not looking for it. What was his race again? He was a silver Sally
Satyr.
Satyr. Do you know if any satyrs kind of congregate in this city in any locations?
I don't think that there is any kind of club or something for the satyr.
What? What do you say? There's no club?
They
No
don't
club.
congregate in any one place.
Well, have you heard of a guy named
Jeff?
what's his name? Phineas? No.
Jeff?
Zinfandel Shay.
Jeff Phineas?
Zinfandel Shay.
But no, I haven't not heard of anyone named after wine.
What are you singing?
This is just how I talk.
All right. If he knew something, he would probably sing it. Let's
My
go.
name is a Fabrice Forte.
Do you know anyone in town I could ask about this guy, where he lives?
What a question.
I don't know his name anymore.
You
Zinfandel.
know, Do you know anybody in town I can talk to find this guy? Well, okay, Birdman walks into a bar and talks to an opera singing frog person and asks him, "Hey, I'm looking for a goat person."
Where do you go when you need information?
Jesus.
Who are you gonna call?
The best place to find information on specific people would be at the palace, where they have records, etc.
Spy Master? Yeah.
Spies, I don't know what you mean.
What's
Are
in
you
number
going to
9?
have a meal or not?
What's in the building behind the Crystal Citadel?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Chris, you're all over the place. Oh, that would be the Philharmonic.
Yeah. All right, I'm out of ideas.
A meal and 2 drinks cost 1 gold piece.
Anyone else?
Got nothing.
Nope.
I didn't go in.
Okay, I'm walking
I
out.
didn't go in.
Outside, thinking about what a stupid plan this windmill thing is.
Yeah, you've heard everything this frog guy was singing inside though, because he's very loud.
Same frog guy.
Nelios walks out more pissed than when he went in.
Who here likes the grung?
I really want to kill something now. All right. Let's move on, yeah? Or do you want to ask more people about this guy?
Hey, I'm trying here.
You are? I don't know why.
Solving quests left and right. What's your god want you to do? What's your school want you to do?
Okay, the trashing Zinfandel's house has nothing to do with your god, okay?
It could. You don't know that.
You're set on a mission to stop a war, and your first 2 objectives are trash some guy's house and build a windmill.
We gotta stop letting Chris dictate our fucking plans.
My god would actually be okay with the trashing of the house, so I'm all for it.
That's 2 gods to none.
Mischief. Doing some mischief.
When's the last time you did mischief?
Well, I'm offering to do some right now. I'd love to trash his house.
Yeah, I'm sure Cyrene would love
He's
it
kind
too.
of a dick too.
I'm sure Nelios and Daphne are probably indifferent, but
Mhm.
all right. We're heading to the hostel.
I don't need to go. I'd be
Yeah.
more interested to go the Forge Works or the blacksmith or the general store.
Well, we went all the way past the forge smith, or forge works. I don't know why I just completely went by it. I didn't even think of it.
Too far away to interact with this pile.
Huh?
You can't open the stores if you're not at the store.
That's
That
right.
makes
He's
sense.
trying to open stores that are across the map. Fucking
Wow,
asshole.
Chris. All right, you want to skip the hostel?
Mhm.
Is that what you're saying, Ryan?
Yeah, I don't. Unless someone else wants to go there, but
So you don't
that
have a
sounds
plan?
interesting.
You don't want to ask anybody about
Plan to do what?
your trashing?
Why
Well,
are
that's
people at the
everyone.
hospital gonna know this guy?
Yeah, well,
I don't
then,
know. Why would the
You think-
singing frog know?
You think people at the hostel know where this one guy lives?
I don't think anyone will know.
He's probably famous. But
Maybe his
I don't know.
parents work there.
I'm just imagining Ryan, somebody walking into the Marconi and be like, "Where's Ryan Snyder live?"
Yeah.
And the bartender would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Oh,
He might be a famous guy though. He's got magic powers, which is rare.
sure, yeah, maybe. That's a good point.
Everyone knows where he lives.
Right.
Yeah, and he's a dick. Maybe he's a dick to everyone here. They're like, oh, that guy.
Probably. Okay, fuck it. Let's go to the blacksmith.
Okay. I already read this to you. So, standard red bricks, half dozen crystal dragonborn, hard at work inside. The place is run by crystal dragonborn siblings, Brech Kalika and Millie Kalika. And there's a store here.
Quite a lot of stuff. Slingshots? They have slingshots?
I don't think a slingshot is
No.
a blacksmith thing.
Ooh,
Yes.
manacles. Maybe some manacles would be good. I'm gonna buy some.
Okay.
For what?
Maybe you gotta
Rescue someone.
restrain some grung, or not grung, draconians.
Alright, just making sure it's not a kink thing.
Well, you know, it has multiple uses.
Do you have any fuzzy manacles?
Fuzzy grappling hooks.
Fuzzy grappling hook. I'm gonna go back to Hippo Island, and I need a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Hunting trap, huh?
I clicked to buy, but I don't think it put it in my inventory.
It did.
Really?
Did it?
Shows in the log. Ryan bought manacles 22 seconds ago.
Let me try refreshing my character sheet.
You want to buy some? What are they called? How they pronounce Joe? Python? Python?
Yeah, I don't see him in your inventory, Ryan.
Yeah, and it didn't deduct the gold either. That's why I was thinking it didn't.
Even though it says you bought it. Oh, wait a minute. I bet you it's in the party inventory.
You bought it at the party, didn't you?
Already bought it. Already bought my sex manacles.
Yep, there it is. That's fine. I guess if you want to, I mean, you can just move that into your inventory, but if you guys want to buy it into your character sheet, you probably have to put your token out next to the store. Otherwise, it thinks you're acting as the party token.
Oh. I tried drag and drop. Doesn't work.
What, the manacles?
Yeah. Not popped out or anything.
It definitely did it. You've got 2 in your inventory.
Oh, I do. Huh.
Now
That's
you're
weird.
just cheating.
Now I'm gonna delete. No, you did it. And now let me delete this other one. Okay. I mean, didn't. Yeah. Anyway. Anything else?
Not me.
Do note that they have a few +2 weapons there too.
Dagger +2. Purely too expensive for anyone in the party to buy, though.
I don't have any money. Okay. No one's saying anything, so
The-
let's go.
Is Plesiosaurus?
Teresa might be the only one who has money left. Oh wait, no, never mind. Not just her.
Maybe Cyrene. Were we gonna sell those
heads are-
huts?
Yeah, it's 125 gold each. Although we were gonna sell them to somebody else, I think.
If you
Wasn't
sold
there
them
somebody
here,
in
you can sell them
particular?
here. That's fine.
Okay, do it, Ryan.
Well, let's see if it works. How much did we have? Whatever. Sell item 3. There you go.
Yeah, it worked. Party inventory now has 504.
Yay.
Nice.
There's a sling in the other star.
General store? You wanna go general store?
Yeah.
Okay.
This place does have a few
Rations.
potions.
Well, we should have some food. I've got 22 still.
There's a book. We love books. How'd you get a book?
What's the book about?
Didn't say. It's 25 gold, though. It's a good book. There's a truth serum, too.
I don't know if that counts.
Is that magical? Probably. Soap. We've never tried soap against a bad guy.
Give him a bath.
Only works against earth elementals. Ha 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 ha.
Dust of disappearance.
1,000 ball bearings, huh?
Chalk.
Yeah, so you can get a sling and sling bullets. If you wanted those to initiate those crystal things remotely, as it were. Potion of invisibility, only 200 gold.
Mason's tools. Who wants to buy me stuff? I have no money.
None?
I have like 7 silver, I think.
How much are the mason's tools?
Uh,
10 gold.
10.
I'll buy them for you if you want them.
We need that book. Good things are in books.
Plain
How many-
book?
Yeah.
How do we put our token out, Joe? Is there a way we can do that ourselves?
I think you can just drag from the left side, drag your portrait out. Pretty sure that works.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Worked.
There you go. You want Mason's tools, Chris?
Sure.
All right. I went to the wrong spot. There we go. I'm gonna buy those. Let's see if it works.
Before we get
No.
off, you guys, I want you to check out the Forge Works quick. Then we'll end for
Okay.
the night. Just let me know when you're
Still
done
went
with
into the
those.
party.
Really?
Well, maybe
Yeah,
not.
I don't know. No, it's in the party inventory.
Oh, I just opened the party and I
It's
didn't
at the
see it
bottom.
somehow. That's why. All right, so I'm gonna drag that to mine. Delete that,
Blue.
and then that was 10 gold. So I'm gonna take 10 gold out of my inventory and
Right.
add 10 back. Okay. And then I gotta send it to Chris. Give the character a root. Okay, we're going to you. I'm gonna buy some caltrops too while we're here.
Anybody have any questions about the Forge Works?
Is there robots here?
Yeah. I thought you meant I meant about the stuff in the store though.
Oh,
The exterior of the large building is mostly made of steel with brass parts in various places. It's quite plain and seems unwelcoming. The brass sign above the door has words made of carved wood painted black and white, and in all caps it says Forge Works. Everybody who works here is Warforged.
Stun stick. Proficiency with the mace. Is that a specific proficiency or is that yeah, it probably is, isn't it?
unbreakable or uncrackable chest.
Where's that?
Irene can put all
What?
her sardines in there.
Where do you see
Glorified
that?
chest.
Oh, glorified.
Oh.
I'm looking at the blood purifier. Like, what?
Hole. Oh yeah, we have that fog machine. I think that maybe takes some of this stuff.
We need the core, right?
Increase your max HP with the blood purifier.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Huh?
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. That's pretty nice.
so there's 10% chance that it collapses if we take turns using it.
Cumulative 10% chance.
But we could try to repair it.
But if you try to repair it even once, you'll no longer be able to repair it.
No, if you use it once, you will no longer be able to repair it.
I don't
So
understand.
trying to fix it is all or
So-
nothing.
Yeah, basically you either use it and you take the risk of it falling apart, or you try and fix it, and if you fix it, then you're good. If you don't fix it, it's dead.
Intelligence check. I want to make a dexterity ability check.
Wow, so you can tack on whatever bullshit you want, like inspiration or guidance.
A fucking lightning bolt cannon?
Yeah, are we sure we don't want to save it for the lightning bolt cannon?
I would
Sure, this-
love to shoot someone with that.
What?
It's fucking 15 feet long and 8 feet wide, 5 feet tall. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a big fucking lightning bolt cannon.
Oh my god.
Huge. At first, I thought it was like a hand cannon, and then I read the.
A 15-foot long device. But look at the lightning bolt that it fires. Read the second paragraph.
Okay. 250 feet long and 5 feet wide.
It's almost a
Amazing.
football field.
12d6. How do you get it anywhere?
Carefully.
So happy to
device
be
has
placed
no
on a
turning
ship.
mechanism.
Oh,
What? What you said
happy to
about
go on a
Ryan?
ship. On a ship. You could have put it on our ship and had a lightning bolt cannon on our ship.
Oh, attach it to our ship. Okay.
It
Just too heavy, though.
seems too heavy to be
Seems.
placed on a ship. There are certainly ways you could make it work. But to just put it on a ship with no modifications, no, it's too heavy. It would make the ship tip forward.
There's a cardboard box maker.
Yes,
We
there
put a bunch
is.
of cardboard boxes on the opposite side of the cannon and balance the ship out.
It's not a
Yeah.
cardboard box maker. It's a corrugated
Oh.
paper grate maker. Okay?
Oh.
Sounds like cardboard to me.
we can get that core assembler. You can build our own cores.
Starts with a C.
What do we do with the cores, though?
They were used for
Corrugated
all kinds of magical.
paper crates are cardboard boxes. It's the same thing.
They're used for all the cool
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah, but we don't know how to make it. We're gonna give it to a welder or something.
What?
What do you mean you don't want to make it?
Cores. You know how to what to use the cores on to make stuff?
Yeah, oil can be crafted. Coal is the primary ingredient.
You can make coal with the core.
2 pints of oil and 1 pint of elemental core material.
What are you
Great.
saying?
Look at the core assembler. It makes Chimerian cores.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what do we do with the cores?
We use them to power our devices.
What devices do we have?
We have the fog machine.
We have a fog machine. That's it.
That uses just oil.
Yeah.
We have never used it. It's still full of oil.
If we find an item, we can
What do
use it.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
It just
you never know.
uses oil. It doesn't use.
Water and oil, it says.
It's not powered by a core.
What I wrote.
What the fuck do we need
Powered by
cores for,
AP.
though?
That's what I'm telling the Chris. He wants the core assembler, but we don't know what we would need the cores for.
I want the blood purifier.
The stun stick uses them.
What's stun stick? Who has that, and do they ever use it?
It's in the store.
In the shop.
Okay, well,
Oh, hello. Let's see.
You'll be proficient in maces. Or better to be.
so we would need a stun stick. We would need an assembler, and we would need material.
I'm just thinking about the future. In the future, they're probably cooler weapons. They need cores.
I don't think we should listen to you.
We're building a fucking windmill because of you.
We're about to
Yeah.
build a windmill. This is
If we put a
your
core in
last
the
request
windmill,
for a while.
I do like that blood purifier, though. That sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, it does.
Blood purifier does sound cool.
Right, guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay, see you, Teresa.
Bye.
Right. That's probably worth the money.
yeah.
Only works once, though, but still.
Is it once per person?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, there's a whole breaking thing. We should
Until
try
it
to
Yeah.
fix it
breaks.
first.
But assuming it's
We
successful every time, it's once per person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just if we don't fix it first, there's a chance it breaks. 10% 10% chance it breaks each time we then use it. So we might then only get one use or however many uses out of it. So we should try to fix it.
You could also wait until after the story and come back here before you go back to the school.
Why did I spend all my money on hats?
Yeah, we'll worry about it. We'll think. Keep it. Make a note of the blood purifier, and we'll make a decision later.
I'm putting blood purifier.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the design on that one.
Bold and in red. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Well, sounds like we're done for the night. We didn't use the thing because we had like one roll the entire night.
Yep.
So I think that's it.
Chris trying to lie to the king or something.
About
Yeah.
windmills. It's like, oh, it's an urban legend. What the fuck are you talking about?
What role was Chris lying to the king?
Well, and the other thing is, like, before you guys got here, you didn't even know what draconians were, and he's talking about rumors he's heard about them.
Yeah.
And didn't you say that the king is like telepathic as well? Like
Yeah,
known
he
for his
is.
telepathic abilities?
Mhm. Yep.
Oh god.
Yep.
Fine.
Yep. But next time we can finish up whatever in the city, and then I guess we're going off to build a windmill.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Finally.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
Right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.